Hey everyone, this is Nikachu, and I'm here with my brother, and we are playing Mono Blue Merfolk in Modern. We're trying out Water Trap Weaver. Oh, we're gonna trap people with Water Trap Weaver. That's what he does. He tarps people. He's laying the trap. This guy's been trapped pretty damn hard. Before we get into that, we're gonna thank our sponsor, the manabase.com. If you need to learn, we got some awesome new heroic. You want to see heroic come back? The mechanic. Well, Pauper Ponderings is testing out heroic. Was it Boros Heroic by Austin Hoey on the manabase.com. Your home base for everything Magic the Gathering. So we're on the play, keeping our hand. Play Island and go. We have a pretty decent curve. This is not like a hand with Lords, but we've got Silver Giladapt and 2. I don't know. We could just end up tempoing them out with the Water Trap Weavers. We're gonna see what the synergy looks like with Water Trap Weaver. Is this Lantern Control or Affinity? One of them we have a chance. One of them we do not. We have a chance. Probably gonna dismember this thing. Is it worth it? We'll be tapping out next turn. Maybe it's not worth it. That's a really good use of our mana. Okay, do you know what? I'm going to do it. It's a good use of our mana. If we can go running lands, I mean, we're just going to get him with like Harbinger of the Tides and other stuff. Oh man, I don't want to show him any of this stuff. I just don't want to show it. Maybe the best thing was to show actually was Water Trap Weaver, because that's a card that, I mean, they can't do anything about it. We drew the Ether Vial. Very poorly timed Ether Vial. There's an Ornithopter. I'm going to trap you, Ornithopter. Master of Ethereum. That's fine. I'll trap you too. Or not. We have so many cards in our hand that I don't think it's worth it to hold on to this Ether Vial. We should get it in play, and then 2 more turns we can try to reap the benefits of this Ether Vial. And then Harbinger would be completely online. They also have, our opponent has a lot of trouble actually attacking with anything, because we can, for example, let's say they attack with Master of Ethereum, then we're just going to bounce with Harbinger of the Tides and they have to recast it next turn. Arcbound Ravager. Like, they can hit us in the face for a lot of damage, but it's not permanent or anything, or whatever, we're just going to take the damage. I'm going to be careful to stay above 4 life. I get hit for 8? Sure. Well, we might die to the Ornithopter. No, what do we die to? One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. It's only 7 damage actually on the board if they sack everything to the Arcbound Ravager and then sack to the Ornithopter. Because if Master of Ethereum leaves the battlefield, then Ornithopter will become a 0-3 or sorry 0-2. So this is 1, but then they could just play something next turn and sack the board as well. So that's one way we could lose. So maybe what we have to do is we have to Water Trap Weaver the Ornithopter for a turn. See, Harbinger this, or we could Harbinger the Ornithopter. But Harbinger is going to have good synergy with Ether Vial. Let's take some time. Let's play Water Trap Weaver on think the Ornithopter, and if they attack with Master of Ethereum, then we're just going to block. This is like a really weird thing to tap down, but whatever. Because they can untap, play some artifacts, sack everything to Arcbound Ravager, sack it to the Ornithopter, and then we die. At least we can block the Master of Ethereum. What? That... Remind me tomorrow. Get out of here. So now we'll block. This is not a problem. Although it's not very good either. Vault Scourge. These are all ugly cards. Now I can Water Trap Weaver the Master of Ethereum. Just trying to find a way to be as mana efficient as possible. And pass again. And now we've got our Harbinger the Tide's up. Opponent keeps drawing land. I don't think we can play around Galvanic Blast anymore. It looks like it doesn't matter. Our opponent's going to cast something. Maybe another Arcbound Ravager. Or not. Opponent is sacking things. Oh, a Mox Opal. Okay. So we can go to 2. I don't love going to 2, but we can go to 2. The only thing we can block is the Arcbound Ravager.
Could you bounce one of them?
Hmm?
They're tapped. Could you bounce one of them?
I definitely can bounce things. We can double block the Arcbound Ravager. Okay, we have a lot of options. We can like Harbinger the Tides, the Master of Ethereum. I'm not going to bounce any of the other guys like this too. We can take 5 damage. We're allowed to.
It's in the rules.
I guess we're going to double block this Ravager, see what they do, and then we could even vial in like a Lord, make our Weavers bigger. And the idea is if any of these counters go on a creature, I mean... Oh, I guess what happens here is the Ravager trades with these 2 creatures. Yeah, that's what happens. I think that's fine. I think that's fine. Okay, everything's going on this guy. Six, 7. Yeah, everything can pile on, so we'll let that resolve. These guys will die. I have no idea how Master of Ethereum is going to get. Like, we can't like Harbinger this thing because they would just sack it to another artifact and then we would just die on the spot. But now what we can do is Harbinger it back to their hand. Yeah, this is just something we can do. Misclick? I don't think so. The misclick's here. And they might go all in here. They really might go all in because we showed them one Harbinger of the Tides. They don't need to go all in, but they might go all in. Ooh, they're sacking more things to the Ravager. This is what Affinity players sometimes do. They're like, well, I'm just going to throw it all on here. Who cares? Who cares? So where is this going? Maybe we'll go to the Infect creature. That would be interesting. It is going to go to the Infect creature. So we can take a few hits from that Infect creature. We can take 2 hits because I can bounce the Master of Ethereum. Okay, we go to our turn. We pick up a Mirror Regery. Nothing wrong with just playing the Regery. Attack for 3. Hold up Harbinger. They go down to 17. Do we have lethal next turn? Are we going to have 17 points of damage next turn? I think we will. I think we will. I think we will. I don't know if it's unblockable though. That's the problem. What is this? Taking damage for a Vault Scourge. Okay. Complicates things a little bit. Now how do we do this? Because the thing is, okay, I can Harbinger the Master of Ethereum back to their hand. And Inkmoth Nexus is going to hit me for 7 poison. I go to 9 poison. I don't die.
Poise.
The problem is this Vault Scourge that can block. But if I draw... Okay, just be clear. Do I have a victory? If I play a Harbinger and I get 2 Lords in play and I attack with Mutavault and Friends, these will be 3/3s. No, they'll be 4/4s. So 4, 4, 10, 14, 19 damage. I have 19 damage on the board, but I have to block. I have to tap this Vault Scourge down. I can Harbinger the Inkmoth Nexus and chump block the Master of Ethereum, and that would give us a few more turns as well. And the reason for that is that I can threaten lethal next turn, and they have to block with Vault Scourge, and they would gain some life, but I would have a bunch of blockers for the Master of Ethereum, and we would only die to like a top deck Cranial Plating attached to Ornithopter. I guess there's a few things that could kill us. I guess I'm going to go. I guess I'm gonna Harbinger the Inkmoth Nexus, because we could win with Master of the Pearl Trident or Lord of Atlantis if we draw land. I don't think we're going to draw that land. If we just draw a creature... We're definitely playing Harbinger, but the question is, do I really take this Inkmoth Nexus? Seems like the safe line. If I bounce this, take a bunch, get hit for 1 with the Ornithopter. If I put 2 Lords in play, what is this? This is 5, 10, 14 damage. It's not enough. Alright, I'm just going to take what looks like the safe line to me. And that's the manabase.com. Get dunked on instant replay. Hold on, did I screw that up? Because if I chump block this... Oh, did I screw this up?
Big time.
If I chump block, then I don't have lethal on the board. Or do I? I can attack for 5, 10, 14 again. They're attacking me for 3 in the air next turn? I guess that's not lethal. Okay, I'll block. I could double block, but my turn next turn will be a lot less powerful. So would I have drawn a land and have put them out of their misery? I would have. So what do I have here now? I just have a lot of damage. $14 damage to be exact.
Unbelievable.
So now I just hope they whiff. No Galvanic Blast, no Arcbound Ravager, no Cranial Plating. That's what we're hoping. Springleaf Drum. That's what we need to see. That's the card that won't do dink in this situation.
He was hanging at. You were hanging at 5 for like a half an hour. He had full 20.
Yeah. Quite the swing. Quite the swing.
Let's see what he says about it.
You're almost dead. Oh, not feeling so confident about your attack anymore, do you? But I think we just win now. If you block with everything, gain 4 life. I mean, everything is attacking for more than 3 damage. That's like more than enough. Actually, this doesn't change anything.
Tap something down anyway.
You want me to tap something down?
Yeah.
Okay, we'll tap something down. Tap this down. Oh, we didn't need to do anything, but whatever. We're going to tap something down. So what did we do before we took out 1 Curse Catcher, brought in 3 Ceremonious Rejection, took out... I think we took out Kapala and brought in Echoing Truth. Is that what we did? No. We took out Kopal and just brought in the Ceremonious Rejection. Yeah, Echoing Truth, like, I mean, if I had no interaction, I would bring it in, but it's a clunky card against Affinity, in my opinion. Alright. That was all Water Trap Weaver, by the way. That was all Water Trap Weaver. Amazing tempo card. Amazing. It was all you, Water Trap Weaver. That was phenomenal. That was phenomenal. Kopal, you didn't do anything. No one likes you. Go to the sideboard. Think about what you've done. Or what you haven't
do.
Yeah, or what you didn't do. We have one land. We're going to mulligan.
No land. Oh.
I'm willing to keep this. We have some interaction. We have very cheap creatures. We have a land. That's excellent. So maybe we can hit something hard with Ceremonious Rejection next turn.
Yeah, his sense of pride. Possibly his ego.
Alright, Mox Opal online. That's it. Not bad. I like it. Walk right into the rejection. Walk right into the no. Oh no, he's playing Volt Scourge. Nothing we can do about that. Play Cranial Plating. I mean, we can do something about Vault Scourge. We can dismember it. That's a thing. Ooh, excellent. Yeah, we're gonna Ceremonious Rejection this. Because we can play Dismember later. We can even just Water Trap Weaver the Vault Scourge for the time being. Not a big deal. More Water Trap Weavers. So how much damage we could get hit? No, not too much. Let's get our lands so that we can get that Water Trap Weaver online. All the Water Trap. We got 3 of a kind in our hand. 3 of a kind. It's a pretty good hand in poker.
It's the second best hand possible. I mean,
No.
second worst.
No.
What?
Second worst is a pair.
What? Oh, high card.
High card, that's right. It doesn't even matter. Like the third. Okay, it goes high card, a pair, 2 pair, then 3 of a kind.
Right,
Fourth from the bottom. That's why my brother was never a professional poker player, people.
It took me $20,000 to learn it. To learn my lesson.
Just to learn the rules. So, Etch Champion, very annoying.
I'm beginning to wonder if those gentlemen were even part of the casino.
Very, very annoying. I guess we're just gonna start playing the Water Trap Weavers until we can overwhelm our opponent. Well, that was nice. Just automatically tapped it down. Very nice. Fresh 20 life. I can't complain, that's for sure. Cannot complain. Imagine if I had countered that Mox Opal, they'd be in a lot of trouble. Cranial Plating, not going to be that big of a deal because of... Oh, you really want the mana. Because we do have Mutavault for the Etch Champion. It's going to cost us some pretty life points, I guess. If you want a race, you got it. You got it, pal. You want a race? Let's race. Water Trap Weaver you to death. We got more of these Mutavaults. This is excellent. 7, 7. So we can even play Dismember somewhere in the middle of all this. Well, they can hit us for a little bit more. Or something we could also do is just play the Silvergill Adept and keep the Mutavault on defense. Next turn they can attack for 1. Maybe we should play a little bit more defensive. If our life total gets too low, like let's say they play even 1 artifact next turn, and they activate Blink Moth, and they hit us for 9, putting us down to 4, and then we could just die to the Blink Moth Nexus. So I'm going to have a change of plan. We're going to play Silvergill Adept. showing them Water Trap Weaver. We get a Curse Catcher. That's fine. And now we'll have the Mutavault on defense, and we can also activate the Mutavault, block its champion, and use Dismember on, say, Blinkmoth Nexus or Vault Scourge. Win-win all around. A little choked on mana. They can't activate Blinkmoth Nexus and ninja jump the Cranial Plating onto something else. Markbound Ravager. Okay. Yes. Not a big deal. For every artifact that is sacrificed to the Ravager is one less damage the Cranial Plating deals. Yeah, they're greedy. This doesn't even do anything, to be honest. But we will attempt to block. Get the Ravager off the board. Ooh, there's going to be a Galvanic Blast. So we get hit in the face for 8, go down to 5. I'm thinking about using Dismember right now to kill, say, Vault Scourge. It just puts one less of a nuisance on the board. No, I think we're just going to let it die. You hit for 8, go down to 5. Marrow Regery. Water Trap Weaver, not looking that great here. Could play Curse Catcher. Could just attack with both these creatures. Sack 2 things. Edge Champion still is unblockable. Well, I can't block very well, so let's attack.
Why don't you throw a Mutavault in there?
Because I needed to block the Edge Champion. Or the Edge Champion will kill me. It looks like we have to play Curse Catcher. I have to keep a Mutavault up to block, and I have to... Well, I don't know if I have to keep up Dismember. There's a lot of ways we can die at the moment. Tons of ways we can die. So we're going to block Etch Champion. Unfortunately, we're just going to lose. The Arcbound Ravager can sack itself for like 4 onto one of these things. And even if we dismember, like, doesn't matter. Because dismember and the 1 last damage is going to kill us. So we gotta hope I don't know, sack the Ravager to the Etch Champion, for example. Or maybe sack... Well, they could sack for 3, I guess. That would work. That would be accurate. Because 3 would be enough to win. Sack for 3 on either one of these things. That'd be the most accurate thing to do. You don't need to sack any more lands. Or artifacts, I mean. But it doesn't matter. Just do whatever you want. Put it all onto like Vault Scourge or Blinkmoth Nexus. Even the Etched Champion. Even the Etched Champion. I guess they really needed that land in order to make this whole thing work. Otherwise, they couldn't attack and... or maybe not. I don't know. I don't think so. Maybe I'm talking crazy. So they're going to put everything on the Vault Scourge. If I dismember, no good. If I dismember this thing, no good. Yeah, we're just going to concede. We're not going to show them dismember because that's, that's information. We don't want to show them that. And we're going to run it back. Okay, Smith deck. Oops. Hey, something's broken. There we go. This hand's fine. We're going to keep. It's nice that we keep drawing Water Trap Weaver. Gives us an idea, what is this card all about? And you know what? With Ceremonious Rejection, I'm hoping to hit a Springleaf Drum. I'm hoping to hit a Mox Opal. Any of those cards would be fine with me. We're going to be tapping out for the next few turns. So I don't want to be greedy. What the hell is this? Probably going to counter this thing. Sacrifice. Till the next turn, target player who has dealt damage this turn can't cast non-creature spells. Ugh, this feels terrible. I was hoping to counter something more useful. But whatever. Yeah, I'm going to take what I can get. That is the definition of taking what you can get. Like that is poop. That is super poop. Oh, if we hit a land next turn, that'll be golden. We just Water Trap Weaver our way to victory. This is such a stupid card. That's a perfect creature to Water Trap Weave. That's an even more important creature to Water Trap Weave. Darn. Okay, we'll attack for 2. Then figure out if I want to play Harbinger of the Tides or Spreading Seas. I think I'm going to play Spreading Seas. It'll help us draw our lands. It's tough. Like, the 3-powered creature is not bad, even though I'm getting no value out of it. But probably we have to get Spreading Seas in play at some point anyway. Well, I'll tell you one thing. We would cut them off their colored mana, which is relevant. And I do want to get to a 3rd line to start playing Water Trap Weaver. Or we just play Harbinger, put a 3/3 in play. Put a 3/3 in play, they attack us for some amount of damage. The next turn we can play Water Trap Weaver, attack them for 5. I mean, depending on what they put in play. This is really good against, like, what's it called? It's good against everything. Wow, this is good against Steel Overseer. That's amazing. To hell with it. Let's Spreading Seas. This is a good question in the comments section. Which to play? Sometimes you got to just play a 3/3 Grizzly Bear. Sometimes that's just what you got to do. This plays around a little bit. Oh, another Water Trap Weaver. This plays a little bit around Whip Flare. This plays a little bit around. Well, I mean, it just helps us make use of our cards. So now if we don't draw a 3rd land, I mean, our Harbingers are going to be useful. Steel Overseer. Gotcha.
Boo.
And we will attack for 2. And now we'll start playing Harbinger of the Tides. Hey, if we are both just gonna play one thing a turn, I'm totally fine with that. I'm totally fine with that. We could really use an Ether Vial though. That's champion. Well, I'm happy to see that because that's not gonna gain life, and I think we can race. I think we can race that. I could be wrong. They might have what's it called, cranial plane in their hand, and they're setting up the trap. Like, Harbinger of the Tides can get in unblockably. But that's about it.
Land.
Not land.
Could lead to land.
Could have. Okay, so we have to play Harbinger. We're going to bounce Steel Overseer. We're going to attack for 3. See if we can try to win the race. Plating would be worth a decent chunk of damage. But we don't have anything close to lethal right now, which is a problem. We can attack for 5 right now. Maybe they have a bunch of Galvanic Blasts in their hand. That would be delightful. Spreading Seas on the Spire of Industry. We probably have to Water Trap Weaver that thing if we draw a land. Steel Overseer. Actually, that's probably what we have to really Water Trap Weave. This is a weird attack. Oh, we didn't draw a land. Oh, we have 11 damage on the board, though. Who cares? 8, 11. Got him! I was praying for the wrong thing.
To the wrong god, no less.
Yeah. Thassa, I have forsaken you, but you know what? You were there for me, Thassa. Thank you so much. You sent me cards I didn't even know I wanted. All these Water Trap Weavers did not actually do dink. Not this match, not this game, but in the other games. So Water Trap Weaver, evening the odds even more against Affinity. You know, Harbinger of the Tides, huge card that was donated to us by Wizards of the Coast, giving us a chance against Affinity, and a secret one in Water Trap Weaver. Wow. Wow, just amazing. We didn't get to use it this game, although if we curved out to 3, oh, Water Trap Weaver, your Steel Overseer, Water Trap Weaver, your Signal Pest. It's very good in this matchup. It's absolutely wonderful. So we're going to thank all my patrons supporting me on Patreon. Love all my patrons. Hey, I'm putting up polls and stuff like that on Patreon. Contribute to the polls. Go vote on them. Go contribute to the discussions that I'm now having on Patreon. And we're going to thank our sponsor, themanabase.com. This has been Nikachu and his brother playing Merfolk in Modern.